Hello again. This is a follow-up video to a previous video I made about creating new Salesforce users instantly with Flow. All right, so here I am on my admin dashboard, and underneath here I have my Flow component where I can create a new user, and I'm the only one who can see this. Okay, so if I enter a first and last name, I get all this data automatically, and then I can click a button and create the new user. So let's go to the back end, and I'll share some more details about how I do that. All right, so in my first screen here, I'm collecting the first and last name. Those are obviously required. From there, I'm populating all the rest of the data using default values and formula variables. So I'll go through these real quick so you can see what I used. All right, down here, here's the default value. So required is true. My value is email formula. That's a formula variable. I'll show you that in a minute. All right, for the company, I just typed it in here as a default value, which you could also use a formula for that if you wanted. For alias, I'm using another formula variable, and these are required. For profile, using a record choice set, but you can also set a default for that. So I've got standard user here. So if every user I'm creating is going to be have a standard user profile, I won't even have to change that. Now, if you're going to be creating users with different profiles, you'll have to come up with another way, or just select it from the drop down here. And then in these, for the address fields here, I'm going to just populate the data. So just default there. So I just put it in as the default, and that can be changed if I needed to, and it would update in my create records. So I'll show you the formula variables on my sidebar here, starting with the alias. I've got left first name 1 plus left last name 7. All right, and you can find those in your functions here. There's left there, and some details about that. And I've only cut that to 8 characters because that's the limit I've got on this field for this specific org. All right, for my email formula, I'm going to use the first name from the screen plus a text variable where I have just put a default value of the second part of the email. All right, full name, this is going to be first name and last name collected from the screen with a space in between. Nickname is just going to be my alias, so those are going to be the same. I don't even need to collect it. Initials, left first name 1 plus left last name 1. Pretty simple there. There's my user license formula where I'm checking for more than 0 earlier in the flow. All right, and then I'm getting the email value for my username formula. So if the email value is changed, I also want it to update for my username because I'm using the same value. And then down here, I'm going to get record choice sets for the profile and role. So for profile object, you can use your name, whatever the name of the profile is that you want to use. You could also use the developer name, choice, value, name, and then I'm setting the ID to a variable I created, and I called it profile ID, which I'm using in the create records. I'm doing the same thing for the role. All right, name of the role, ID, there's my role ID, and then I'll just show you the create records here so you can see all the values that you might need. All right, so there they are. And that's how I did it.